Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. Today I'm going to be ranking my top 10 Disney animated classics. Before we get started, go ahead and click the like button, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and also the bell notification if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. I also have a second channel dedicated to my dance and choreography videos. If you want to go check that out, the link is in the description box below. Let's get into this list. Now, some of these choices might be controversial. You'll probably think, where's this movie, where's that movie? And that's fine. Sound off in the comments what movies you like or what movies are in your top 10 list, and stay to the end to see some honourable mentions. Number 10 is Basil the Great Mouse Detective. Now, most people haven't seen this movie, so this has kind of been ranked as an underrated Disney movie, mostly because it's from the Bronze Age. So in that section we have like The Rescuers, Oliver and Company, movies that weren't necessarily a big hit. But the reason why it's on my list is because it brings a lot of nostalgia. I used to watch it when I was younger, get the video cassette out, would just put it in and enjoy watching it. It has some songs thrown into it, but it's not a musical, it's more of a gritty story. The animation style is the era where Disney was drawing like scratchy lines, and that was technically because they were on a low budget. I think for movies like this it really works. I really enjoy the sort of scratchy animation. It works for 101 Dalmatians as well. I really enjoy it. Number 9 is Snow White. Now, this was Walt Disney's first full-length animated feature. It was also one of his most popular back in the day, or as popular as it could be back in the day when it was shown in the cinemas. This movie started it all, really, didn't it? Gave us our first Disney princess, gave us our first sort of full soundtrack to an animated movie. And let's be honest, without this movie, there wouldn't be the rest of the movies that we have today, or even that are on this list. You can go back and watch it today, and it is still so enjoyable. Show your kids, show all of your family members who haven't seen it, go onto Disney Plus and put this movie on because it is really, really a great film. Number 8. Now, this one's controversial. Number 8 is Pocahontas. Now, this is controversial because the Disney animated film is not historically accurate, but that doesn't mean it's not a great film. It means it's not historically accurate. So I am ranking it number 8 because I enjoy the film. It's my fiance's favourite Disney film, and the soundtrack is amazing. The animation is beautiful. It's stunning to watch. The colours, the wind animation with the leaves going around her hair. It is honestly a really, really great princess film. If you actually go and read up on what Pocahontas' life was like, you can't put that in a Disney film. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that is. You can go and, you've got Google, go and read that, research that. I really enjoyed it. My fiance really enjoys it, and that's why it's number 8. Number 7 is Mulan. Now, Mulan has recently brought out the live action. That's surrounded in a lot of controversy. We paid for it on Disney Plus. We watched it and we enjoyed it. I did miss the songs at the beginning. Like when the film first started, I did start missing the music. The instrumentals are in the background of where they would be in the live action, but the songs are not there. But in this version, the one that's on this list, the animated one, the soundtrack is everything. I love the soundtrack so much. Most of these movies on this list are on this list because of the soundtrack, let's be honest. But this movie was in Disney's Renaissance period where they had some of the best, most successful Disney movies, the sort of era that saved Disney. This movie is sort of controversial because it's not historically accurate to the character of Mulan. I kind of overlook that because it's still an enjoyable movie. I still watch it and I still enjoy it. Most of these movies have a nostalgic feeling. I watched all of these movies growing up, so it just reminds me of my childhood, growing up and listening to these songs and singing them. It's just an all-round great movie. It's a really, really great movie. Number 6 is going to be Frozen 2. Now, people are probably like, oh my god, turn it off. Don't turn it off. There's more movies coming. But Frozen 2 is a stunning movie to watch. Just the animation and the colours are incredible. Now, just this year, I've been obsessed with the colour lilac. Don't ask me why, but I am. And I saw this movie and I was like, oh, it's everywhere. It's definitely a movie that I watched and I was stunned at how beautiful the colours and the animation were. The songs also are another reason why it's on this list. I didn't think Frozen could top the first movie. Now, the first movie is like, oh god, here we go. No one's singing Let It Go anymore because it is overdone. But they definitely upped their game for the second movie with the soundtrack. And not even just Elsa's songs. Like the very first song that you hear is like an old folklore song that their mum sings to them while they're going to bed. And that song is so beautiful. Like the vocals and just the lyrics, is all of it just teamed up together makes it an awesome movie. So if you haven't seen Frozen 2, go and watch it. I honestly thought it was better than the first one, and I've put it at number 6, so in my opinion, it's definitely worth a watch. Now we're on to our top 5. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with the list so far. Let me know what's in your top 10. But my number 5 spot goes to Beauty and the Beast. This movie, like most of the other movies that I've said on this list, is beautiful to look at. I collect Disney Blu-rays, so I bought the Blu-ray and I put it in for the first time, and I was stunned at how beautiful it looked on HD. Now with animated films, some people you can't really tell the difference between animated DVD and Blu-rays, but I personally can. I will put it in the Blu-ray player and I can definitely tell between DVD quality and Blu-ray quality. And this is the most stunning Disney animated Blu-ray I've ever watched. Watching animated films on Blu-ray also make you appreciate the animation more, especially the earlier Disney ones where they were hand-drawn. The later movies are done by computer animation. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast, what can I say about Beauty and the Beast? Most of us have seen it. Most of us know it's an amazing film. The soundtrack is iconic. The ballroom scene, absolutely stunning. It's a stunning, stunning movie to watch. If you haven't seen it, where have you been? Again, go on Disney Plus and go and watch these movies because there are some gems. Okay, number 4 is Tarzan. Tarzan is also from the Renaissance era with Mulan and movies like that. And this movie is basically at number 4 just because of the soundtrack. We did not deserve what Phil Collins gave us on this soundtrack. It's incredible. I remember watching this movie as a kid. We would get the video cassette out and we had these speakers that we could plug into our TV and it would make it obviously surround sound. We wouldn't just put those on for any movie, but we always put it on for Tarzan. Every time we watched Tarzan, my mum would plug their speakers in and we would hear everything. It's still one of my mum's favourite films of all time because she loves the soundtrack. This film is a slam dunk because the soundtrack is incredible. Phil Collins' voice, just the lyrics and everything about it, the melodies, it gives me chills every time I listen to it. I challenge you to go and listen to just the soundtrack. Just put your headphones in, walk, listen to the whole soundtrack. So yeah, Tarzan's number 4 just basically because of the soundtrack. The movie is also incredible, of course, but the soundtrack makes it that much better. Okay, we're on to my top 3. Number 3 goes to The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is such an incredible movie. Again, the soundtrack is insane. Out There and God Help the Outcasts are insane. Hellfire. Oh, that's the door. So my boohoo parcel just turned up. I forgot where I was. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is a dark movie. It tackles some dark moments and some dark themes, and that just makes it that much better, I feel. Nowadays, movies are made wholeheartedly for children, and that's great. I just think everyone's got a bit sensitive with, oh, we can't put that in a kid's film, we can't animate it like this. If you go back and watch Pinocchio, like there's smoking in that. In the beginning, it says tobacco elements in this movie or whatever it says, but you won't see that nowadays because they think it's going to encourage children to smoke. I don't smoke. I was obsessed with Pinocchio when I was younger. Just by seeing it in an animated film doesn't mean that it's going to happen. So movies like Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think if it was made nowadays, it wouldn't be as dark as it was. But it tackling those themes makes it that much better. The film is incredible. And there's a little cameo by Belle from Beauty and the Beast. It's literally like a little second and you have to like really watch for it, but she's there, she's in the film because of course they're both set in France. But yeah, Hunchback gets my top 3 spot for its soundtrack, for its animation, for its storytelling. And if you haven't seen it, again, get on Disney Plus and go and watch it, or buy the DVD, go buy the Blu-ray, buy it. Okay, we're on to our top 2. My number 2 spot goes to Hercules. This is number 2 because of its soundtrack. If you haven't heard the songs from Hercules, go and listen because it is incredible. Gospel meets pop music meets Disney. What is not to love? The muses alone are 5 sassy women giving you vocals for the gods. You've also got bangers that Meg sings I Won't Say I'm in Love. Hercules, Go the Distance. Oh my lord, the soundtrack is full of bangers and every time I put it on I cannot stop dancing or like singing along. And they're also doing a live action, so I hope they keep that one a musical though. Keep the songs in the live action musical, Disney. You have been warned. Okay, so we're on to my number 1 spot. If you know me well, then you already know what my number 1 spot is going to be. And that is The Little Mermaid. Now, The Little Mermaid is my number 1 spot, mostly because of nostalgia. I remember the first day I watched it. We had the video downstairs, right next to the TV, and I picked it up and I was like, Dad, what does this say? Because I could read the little, I couldn't read the word mermaid. I had never seen a mermaid, I had never seen the word mermaid. I was obviously quite young, like just to let you know. But the memory sticks in my head like it was yesterday. It's so strange. I said, Dad, what does this say? The little, and then he said mermaid. And I was like, can I watch it? And he said, yeah, sure. So then I put it in. I was glued to the TV the whole time. And since that day, I was obsessed with that movie. I'm now obsessed with mermaids. I'm now obsessed with Ariel. I'm now obsessed with... Maybe that's where my love for lilac comes from, because her seashell bra is lilac, and then the dress in the end where she comes out the water is lilac. I'm going to blame that on the Little Mermaid. Yeah. The soundtrack is obviously amazing. I cannot wait for the live action movie that's coming out. I will be doing a reaction video to the first look images and things like that. But the Little Mermaid is my #1 movie. Here are a few honourable mentions. If you're still here at the very end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your top 10 animated Disney movies are. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click that bell notification if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Go and subscribe to my other channel, link in the description box below. Let me know what other videos you want me to do. I'm thinking of doing a top 10 Pixar list. I'm thinking of doing a top 10 Disney sequels list. I've got a lot of videos that I think I'm going to do, but let me know if you want to see them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.